Lee is much more talkative about another threat posed by AI. He explores the coming destruction of jobs in a new book, AI Superpowers, China, Silicon Valley, and the New World Order.
AI will increasingly replace repetitive jobs, not just for blue-collar work, but a lot of white-collar work.
What sort of jobs would be lost to AI?
Basically, chauffeurs, truck drivers, anyone who does driving for a living, their jobs will be disrupted more in the 15 to 20 year time frame. And many jobs that seem a little bit complex, chef, waiter, a lot of things will become automated. We'll have automated stores, automated restaurants, and altogether in 15 years, that's going to displace about 40% of jobs in the world.
40% of jobs in the world will be displaced by technology?
I would say displaceable.
What does that do to the fabric of society?
Well, in some sense, there's the human wisdom that always overcomes these technology revolutions. The invention of the steam engine, the sewing machine, the electricity have all displaced jobs, and we've gotten over it. The challenge of AI is this 40%, whether it's 15 or 25 years, is coming faster than the previous revolutions.
Doesn't it suck in some sense to think about 15, 20 years from now, you walking into some restaurant and there's no humans there to greet you or to walk you to your seat, or that you can see back there cooking the food, or just a natural thing that happens in restaurants, or I don't know, it's a fast food even. You drive up to the window and there's no person there. It's just an AI arm handing you your order, taking your credit card, sending you on your way. Now, some people may fancy that. I personally don't. But I'm all about innovation and progress. So I like the idea of having AI for some things, but I don't like the idea of AI taking jobs. And I know, some people here will say, oh, well, you're a felon. So, and that's true. Even without AI, I still have an issue with getting jobs and being competitive with the average population. But now tie in the fact that AI is coming to do my job better than me while I'm asleep, while I'm on break, while I need to go use the restroom, and while I'm on vacation or anything like that. AI is coming to do it. But I definitely believe that a lot of these jobs now, for example, the transportation, how you mentioned, we already know they got semis going from coast to coast, automated. I heard about an pretty much fully automated McDonald's in Texas. They had some human cooks, but everything up front was fully automated. The AI arm handing you the Big Mac out the window. I personally feel like that my generation and the generation before me are still going to want to deal with humans. I think that the the millennials, and then the Gen Zs that are behind me are going to be the ones that are more accepting of walking into a restaurant and no humans being there. You hear a lot of people talking about, not liking humans, not wanting to deal with people. But I think that it would be different when you actually walk into a place where you're used to seeing people, and gradually you go into there, and at first there was 10, now there's 8, and then the next time you go there's 6, and then the next time you go there's only 2 people, one person taking the money and one person to close up at the end, and then before you know it, hey, that's it. But this is the direction that the gentleman said we're going in. This video is about 4 years ago. So you take 4 years away from 15, 20 years. Hey, you're looking at about 15 years before this is a big reality. You already see automated cars. Uber, we know that they were really talking about cutting a lot of their force. And, you know, who knows? We don't really know some people that are really keeping up with all this. I'm just kind of commenting. But people that are really keeping up with this may be able to say a little bit more about what the end result is for the workers such as myself. But even Uber, plan on cutting jobs. Who knows? Maybe they got some point. You know, I'm pretty sure Uber, forward-thinking company. If fully automated self-driving cars are something that is being looked at to introduce in the next few years, I'm sure Uber's already on top of that, and they will replace humans for those bots. And then not only that, hey, I mean, maybe that might disrupt a lot of the bad interactions that there is with Uber drivers and Uber riders. But something to think about. One more thing we got to prepare for. One encouraging thing the gentleman said was that just the human spirit to overcome, as in the past when changes like this were being introduced. You know, things end up working themselves out, and we realize that we get worked up over a lot of things. And once they come and pass and we look back, we're like, man, it was all worked up over this for nothing. Or, you know, we all thought that this was going to happen. And look, it all turned out fine. For example, Y2K. Everyone thought that, not everyone obviously, but a lot of people were talking about everything crashing and yada yada. And we're 2023 now. You know, so things do work out. But I don't know. I mean, I definitely am not looking forward to not being able to find work because AI is doing all the work. Gotta find some field, some industry, some degree you can continue to make money, make yourself valuable. Even if these big companies that are using all this AI don't see us as valuable. But it was just a brief take on AI coming in and pretty much wrecking shit, taking jobs and taking names. But I have a lot of faith that everything's gonna be all right for all of us, or for most of us. For those of us that try to make it all right, I'm sure there's gonna be quite a few people that fall through the cracks, so we just gotta wait and see. But I believe for most of us, we will find our way. We'll be all right. Until next time, stay safe, stay free.